We back at like 11:30, February 1st. So New Year's going. Um, I'm gonna talk about the pursuit to happiness and how many people's views are different on that track. So you look at a lot of people and they put themselves in a relationship after relationship, and I can see that as like their idea of happiness is to find somebody who cares for them as much as they want them to, which they'll never find because they're not satisfied with somebody. I don't know, there's people that have dreams and they just want to make it to that one point. That's cool. And there's people that want money, they want to be successful in life. And like they think once they get to this point they'll be happy. Or like if you're lonely, you'll be like, once this happens to me, then I'll be good. And everybody's on a different pursuit to happiness and a different kind of happiness. Some people want like, oh, I just can't wait to get married and have kids and all that stuff, or you know. But I feel like the pursuit of happiness should just be, I don't think you should, I think you should just live in like obviously living in the now is like not a good thing all the time, but like you need to visualize yourself where you are and like realize that it could be a lot worse. And you don't always have to, well, it's good to pursue things in life, but it should be the right things. You shouldn't pursue something that won't work out for you in the long run. So just be realistic, which is kind of harsh, I guess, but some people need to hear that. What else can I talk about? Well, I burnt my mouth today. That's something interesting, I guess. So, I'm talking about dreams, because dreams are really weird to me. So, like, well, deja vu is like the weirdest thing ever, because how would it work if there's not something more than the world? Because how can you remember something that happened to you in a dream in the past that happens in the future, other than a supernatural thing working? So, it's just kind of another reason for God existing if you don't believe in it. So I thought. But dreams are like, it's almost like your mind self-consciously working to fix your problems in some ways. I mean, some are random, but like also some are like super like metaphorical, and it just freaks me out sometimes because like, I don't know, you hear dreams about people falling and like getting in rooms they can't get out of and stuff, and that's like symbolic to what's going on in your life. And like your body's subconsciously doing that, which is just kind of incredible to me. And like, I don't know, like you hear in the Bible, like obviously God gave these people their dreams, but like pharaohs and stuff learning about like plagues and stuff like before, and they also had like people designated to like learn those things. And that's just kind of crazy. But also, sarcasm is a dangerous tool, and if you're born with it, then use it wisely. Sarcasm is a dangerous thing. This is really random, and I'm just a random person, but like, I don't know. It can be fun, but like, use it with, too much of anything can kill you. Not obviously that way, but you know what I mean. And use everything with boundaries and limits. And like, I was thinking about this earlier, like, drugs are just not drugs and alcohol. Like, drugs can be a lot of things. Like, there's a J. Cole song where it's like, it's about drugs and like how they affect people's lives, and it's like power, greed, and the strongest drug of them all, love. And, like, that's so true. Like, love is such a addiction, you know? Like, some people pursue that. It's like I was talking about earlier with, like, relationships. And, like, you know, it's crazy. And, like, I feel like hate is a very strong drug, too. Because hate and... When you think about it, hate and love are very similar emotions. Because they're the strongest ways you can feel about something. Like, they're the strongest things that make you want to do stuff. Hate makes you, you know, obviously want to do bad stuff, and love makes you also want to do bad stuff sometimes. And, like, good stuff, but, you know, like, those are the most active emotions you can have, and it's dangerous to have those qualities, because you can get yourself into some crazy situations. But, yeah, so, there's just some thoughts, but, you know, take everything I say with a grain of salt. It's just from my experiences and thoughts I have in the world and stuff I see, so, yeah. I kind of want a guitar. Like, this is cool and all, but I want something bigger, you know? But, okay. Yeah, so, it was fun. This is like probably not my longest video, but that's cool. So, good night, and, yeah, bye. Like the video, or comment. Tell me what to talk about. Bye. Or what to think about, you know.